In this video, we'll play with the widget, the jQuery UI Datepicker, which can be used to add a standard date picker that's configurable to a text input field. We'll start out with a blank document and add an input to that document. Give it a type of text, an ID of date picker, and a width of 200 pixels. Next, we will call the ID selector to get the field and the jQuery UI Datepicker function on that field. Let's see what that looks like. There, we get a default date picker, and when a date is selected, it goes into the field in a fairly standard format. Let's play around with it a little bit. We can add some arguments to our date picker so that it shows more than 1 month at a time. Let's try showing 3. Now the date picker shows 3 months next to each other, which makes it easier to jump back and forward in time and select other months. We can change the format of the date being displayed by providing a date format argument, which is a string, and there are various different standard formats available in JavaScript. We will use dm, which shows the date in the following format, which is abbreviated. We could display a longer month and year by simply changing the format. 2 big M's and 2 small y's, which gives us a full year in 4 digits and the full name of the month. We can restrict the date values that are allowed to a minimum and maximum range. Let's use a min date, and we pass in a JavaScript date object. Give that a year, and then a month. Now the month is a 0-based index, so 0 is January, 1 is February, and so on, which is a bit counterintuitive. This is why you will often see this part written as the actual month number. If we wanted to use, say, December 1st as our minimum date, we'd be inclined to type 12/1 like that. But that actually would give us January 1st, 2015, since this is a 0-based index. You often see this typed as the month number and then -1 to represent December 1st, 2014. Let's just take a look at how that works and then explain a little bit more. So now our minimum value is December 1st, 2014. We cannot go earlier than that. And any maximum value is permitted. We type in 2016 or 2025, and we change this value here. Whatever we typed in here is automatically selected. Let's make the maximum date a different value just to illustrate the same point. Let's make it December 31st, 2015. So the year is 2015. For December, we'll do 12 minus 1 again, which gives us actually 11. So now when we look at this, the minimum we can select is December 1st, 2014, and the maximum is December 31st, 2015, as we would have expected. If we put a value of 3 in here, now the maximum should be March 31st. And it is. We can also show a button panel underneath this calendar input here by simply setting Show Button Panel to true. This button panel at the bottom provides a convenient way to return to today's date or to dismiss this dialog if the user doesn't want it to be displayed anymore. We'll change the range on our date picker to go from January 2015 to December 31st, 2015. And we'll add this change month option which allows the user to select an option that will change the current month via a dropdown. We'll just add back all the options we had in before to the example, but keep them commented out in order to demo some of the other features, which would clash if we kept the original values in there. For example, if we set change year equal to true, we need to allow more than just 2015 in our range of selected years, or it doesn't really make sense. Here's an example. We kept this limitation in here and tried to do the same thing. Now 2015 is the only year in the dropdown, and it doesn't really make sense. That's why we'll leave these values commented out for now. You should feel free to play around with some of these examples. There are many more configuration options available in the jQuery UI documentation for the date picker. We've just played around with a few of them right here.